So, good day. Here we are, another camp related video. And in this video, well, we decided to scout out a campsite that's not too far from our home, about 40 minutes. Scouting it out to find out if we actually really do want to camp there. So, it's a good way to find out for yourself. If you're interested in a campsite, go visit it for the day and see if you like it. Find out what the facilities are like, what the grounds are like, what the potential campsites are like before you commit. I think it's just a good idea. So we did that with the Elora Gorge campsite. I also offer some relationship tips. How can I not? This is our Napier Sportz Cove. It's a compact and versatile SUV tent designed to attach to the back of your vehicle. So it provides extra shelter, space for camping, tailgating, or other outdoor activities. Now, some of the advantages are that you can actually sleep in the back of your vehicle and close up the door, or just have the screen area closed up so that you have some ventilation. But primarily, we've used it for picnics and day camping. Here we are scouting out the Elora Gorge campgrounds. There's a lovely river that runs through it, the Grand River, and it's a peaceful and beautiful place, but not one that Stan and I would like to camp at for a few days, and I'll tell you why. There are advantages to it, like the campsites each have a pad. See the pad there with the little picnic table on it? It's a cement pad, and it's useful for keeping the tent off the ground, keeping it dry, helps with ventilation with your tent, keeping it level. But I thought one disadvantage to that would be securing your tent corners. How do you do that? One person suggested sandbags, but where do you get your sand? I mean, really? Sorry. I don't think that's such a good idea. Like, it's not really practical. It's a lot of extra work. Where are you going to get your sand? Where you get the bags? And anyway, so it might be on a non-windy day okay to set up on these pads. I do like the idea. I might try it out one day. But anyway, tell me what you think if you've ever used a pad to set your tent up and what it's like. How do you secure the corners? The campsites are generous in size, and they have water and electrical hookup, or you can just get the campsites where you don't have any of that if that's your preference. But they're well maintained, I must say. It's very clean and inviting. So here's another example of what a pad looks like. Apparently, there's little latches in the corner to help hook your tent up. Setting up the Napier Sportz Cove. Every time we get somewhere and we have to start setting up, Stanley has to go to the washroom. I don't know if he realizes this. So when you're setting up your Napier Sportz Cove, there's a right side and a wrong side. Guess which way we set it up first. If you notice in the video there, you can see the little tabs hanging down for the zippers. That's actually supposed to be on the inside. And not only that, I run into another problem later on. Just keep watching. I opened the door of the Sports Cove, okay, but then I can't find the tabs to open up the screen area. And I think that's when I begin to realize, wait a minute, we have this thing inside out.
Does it matter? You know, they give you instructions, right? This side of the vehicle.
Problem number
I
two,
have access to no
all
door.
the tabs to unzip the area are all on the inside. How did we manage that?
I know it's the right way out.
I have rheumatoid arthritis, diagnosed when I was 21. Don't do the math here, I'm 70. So I'm finding it very difficult at this point to maneuver my body to just get out of this opening here, but I manage it. That's it. Grit and determination. Let me share a few things about relationship as you watch us continue to set up the Napier cozy. I call it cozy.
Maybe
Well,
I'll just
in
do
relationship,
this
each
first.
person has their area of
Here,
expertise.
hold Dan.
We can't expect our mate to do as we do, to think in the same manner. I used to remind myself when I was counseling, not everyone knows what you know,
Water for you?
so share that knowledge. In relationship, we learn to
So,
appreciate one another. No judgment, no criticism.
Dan?
I used to say, in relationship, we need to avoid the 3 C's. Never criticize, condemn, or complain. Condemning
He's over that way.
and criticism
Then you move on.
begin with a choice, a decision, not to do it. The 3 C's in relationship are not always easy to do. I think the easiest one to do, to take on, is the no condemning, because it begins with a choice, a decision. When we condemn, it means we express strong disapproval or criticism, often in a harsh or severe manner.
That's a break.
Condemning goes beyond simple criticism
There's a
because it
pocket that
involves
goes in here.
passing judgment and declaring something or someone as wrong, unacceptable, or even guilty. None of these things are good in a relationship. Condemning and criticism create division and an erosion of connection. Having a good dose of empathy, for example, giving one another the freedom to be themselves, goes a long way to building a deeper connection. And that's what you want to strive for. Now, complaining is a little bit different. It may show up a little more often, but you can gradually train yourself not to complain. Train yourself to communicate in a better way. So sometimes I will stop myself when I realize I'm going in a wrong direction. And I say, remember here, Stanley is your friend. Treat him as a friend. You know, when you think about it, we don't necessarily criticize our friends. If we do, we lose them. So you would just remember to treat your mate, your partner, as your friend, because it softens your responses and you end up being more kind and you get more in return.
So just something like this angle here.
Yeah. With your foot?
It just needs something to tap it in. Where's the axe?
The axe is not here.
You know what they are? I know exactly where they are.
At home.
They're in the tent bin.
Oh, with the big tent bin, right.
So I can't bash that in.
Oh, is it? Oh. So have you picked a trail yet?
I can't see any trails on that map. I must have left it inside the car.
I'll have a look. 9 trees growing up together. What a family. And here's more. Very tall.
under the wind.
Probably the tubing is off because the water's running really fast.
Sorry?
Probably the tubing is off because the water's running really fast.
Yeah.
We did go tubing once down the Grand River in the Elora Gorge. That's a real challenge.
It's interesting how they have fences all along the edge.
And warning doors as well.
Yep.
Well, I guess it makes somebody could easily slip into there. If you were walking there on the edge and you slipped, you're dead.
It might be the end of you.
I think it would be. Man, these little chips, little wooden chips, they're picking up everything on my shoes. I should have my shoes with me.
You get to peek over the edge. Ooh, boy.
No wonder there's warnings.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Look at those vines down there on the rock. See how they are?
yeah.
What a piece of artwork that is. Beauty. Stan, I think you and I went down there before. I want to go down
We should probably come up
there. Well, you might go down and then have to come back up. I don't know. Okay. Got a railing, we can hold on.
I don't fancy this.
I do. You just take your time, there's no rush. Not a race. One step at a time. On the wide side. Wow. I love stuff like this. I'm gonna turn off the camera and go down. Oh, now we get closer to the artwork here. Wow. Look at how those trees are clinging to the rock. Want to go in the hole in the rock?
I don't know.
Take a video of me in the hole in the rock? You can just sit there.
It doesn't go very far. There's no animals that are going to come and get me.
There's a red notice over your face.
Yeah?
What was that for? I just pressed the thing and that came up.
They're going down on the other side. Maybe we should go over there too. Take a look at things. I'm gonna get the... This gives your leg muscles a different set of workout.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
I'm thinking when I'm 80, you can take my hand and say, "Honey, let's go camping."
You're funny.
All right. Two hands. Amazing the temperature's on 22. Well, it's the Grand River, so it's very grand.
This is a good idea that give people, that some people would risk it to them.
If you come down, I'll have a video of it. And then if something happens, we have it for the hospital. Yeah, make your feet go sideways.
I can't do it. I've got no confidence in it.
See the root beside you there?
What?
Right there. No, wrong direction. Right there.
What?
Root.
Yeah, I think it's okay at 81 to refuse some things. You don't feel confident to do it, like those rock steps and things. Some of them are okay, but one little slip and you go down that like two men and a wee lad, only with no wheels.
Now, I was only joking about a video in the hospital, so don't you be writing me about that one. Nature creates such a beautiful picture. Look at this tree. See the root coming out, just reaching out, and then clawing out at the end. So many of them do that. Look at the shadows. The sunlight shining through. It's beautiful. Oh, there's another product of nature right there. God took earth from the ground and he created man. What a miracle. And then a bone from him and created woman. Look at that landscape, just falling down like a wave toward us. You can't see the depth, but we have to climb up this hill now. The stones are like steps. To the left. Yep. Here we come to flat ground again. I have to keep checking on you. So Stanley, do you like hiking?
Yes, I like hiking. I love the exercise and the scenery. But then sometimes you come up against one like today for me. It was a lot of rock and stones and steps and
Roots.
roots. And I just couldn't quite trust myself to go away down these steps, irregular as they are, and then come back up again.
Down that one area.
Now, when I was a kid, I was about 17. I fell through a roof.
Oh.
I stepped in the wrong spot, and it gave way, and I fell to the floor, but not far down, 8 to 10 feet. But I was fortunate. I sprained an ankle, so it leaves you that you like to make sure you're sure-footed, and that everything's good underneath you. So if somebody has they're worried about hiking over rough rocks and slippery places, don't worry about it. You have company, but overall, I like the walking, and I like being with somebody. Yeah, it's good fun. Fresh air.
You have company like a wife who says, "Come on down the rocks, I'll take a video if we need it for the hospital." Of course, I was only joking.
I know.